Hey, hey, as promised, here I am to talk a little bit more about nutrition. Um, we ended last time on talking about how important nutrition is, and whether we like it or not, we have to be the ones to decide to change things that are not working in our favor. For example, I know when my nutrition is lacking because, number one, I just don't feel good. I have a lot of that fatigue and malaise and apathy and just kind of feelings. Also, my skin really has reactions. Like some of this redness and stuff that I have, my skin does not react well when there's something missing in my nutrition and I'm not taking care of it the way that I should. So I wanted to get on here today and give you some really practical tips because it can be daunting. It is so much easier to just go and either eat out or buy things at the store that are quick and easy to fix. And I'm telling you, I am not somebody who spends a whole bunch of time cooking, okay? There are staples and things that I do routinely to make my life easier. So, for example, I just got back from the grocery store, and what I did is I took the vegetables that I got and I went ahead and I prepared them. And remember how I was saying that it's really important to go ahead and invest in some of the better equipment. If you possibly can, go ahead and invest in some of the better equipment. Okay, so I will show you first. I will show you these pans that I got at the women's fair. Okay, these fans, they are Eurocast, that's what they're called, and they are expensive. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna tell you that they're cheap. They're great because you can take this part of them off and put this whole thing in the oven. What I really love about them is I don't have to use any oil and I don't have to use any butter or anything. I can cook an egg in that pan and it does not stick. And I can literally clean it out with if I used paper towels, I could clean it out with a paper towel. I actually use Norwex, and so I just use my counter cloths and I just wipe it out. I don't even have to use soap or anything like that on it, and it cleans. So that is my number one, okay? A good pan helps you a lot with your nutrition because you don't have to add that extra stuff. I know butter tastes good, oil tastes good, but we don't want to have too much of that in our diet. Otherwise, cook more with oil and less with butter. If you're doing keto or something like that, look at it. Make sure that you're using the right kind of butter and not using margarines, okay? Because margarine has unhealthy stuff in it that's not good for you. So if you're going to use butter and you're going to do one of those diets that's higher fat, then you need to make sure that you're getting that from quality fats like ghee, okay? And you can definitely message me if you have questions about that. So you would want to use whole butter or ghee is better than the margarines and like the I can't believe it's not butter stuff. Okay, so there's that. And then here's the next thing. I'm going to flip you around so that you can see what I just did when I got back from the grocery store. So I got back from the grocery store and these are all, and I don't sell any of this stuff that I'm telling you about, okay? So this is all Tupperware stuff. And I have tried some of the stuff that you get like at the store and not from Tupperware itself, and I'll be honest, it does not work as well. What I really love about these, okay, like here's my kale. What I really love about these is they have this guide on them, and it tells you what vegetables to put at what setting here on top. It tells you that, and then you can just know what to put in there, how long to put it in there. And of course, they always have their online stuff too. So then I have some bok choy in here. I've got the whole thing in there. Look how easily that fits. It's just great. And then my other vegetables, that I have in there, so I just cut the leek that I got at the store today and added it in there. I just cut the top of it off because I don't need that. Cabbage is a huge staple for us in our family. Jordan and I both, we enjoy cabbage. We use that instead of noodles. So instead of using pasta, we just cut up the cabbage and have it like that. And then here's bean sprouts. And you don't have to add water in them. I like it because it adds a little bit more crunch to it. So I add water to that. And then here is my celery, if you've never seen one of these. Again, this stuff, I've cut it. I've made it easy, ready to go. I need some celery. I've got my water in there to keep it crunchy and crispy. I just pull it up out of there. Ta-da! This is great for pickles and things like that too when you're having a family get together. So, flip you back around. So that is my tip on how to prepare your kitchen to facilitate living a more nutritious life. And this doesn't have anything to do, is it going to help you lose weight? Absolutely. It's helped me lose weight. Okay. And I continue to do so. It's a nice, for the first time, it feels like my weight loss is like a slow, steady pace. It's not something that, oh my God, look, I just lost 20 pounds in 2 weeks. And that's great, but I don't maintain it. It just doesn't work for me. I need a lifestyle where I can eat whatever I want to eat. If I want to eat shortbread Girl Scout cookies, I can eat shortbread Girl Scout cookies. And you know, that makes a big difference to me. Okay. And I'm sharing this with you because I think that it's valid information. I think that it's important. I'm not telling you to do anything that I have not myself done. I do not have a lot of dishes with moving and everything. I didn't want to have a household full of crap that I would have to take with me. So another thing that I did was, and I told you guys about this last time, I'll flip you around here, is I got the freezer ones as well because they, pull this down, these are really great because, here they are pliable and they don't crack and break when you put stuff in there. So one of my absolute favorite treats that I like, and I like it even better than ice cream, is I like to take honeydew melon, chop it up, put it in one of those. I measure it out. I know how much it is. And so I know how much one of those is, how much I can fit in there, throw it in the freezer, and when I'm having a sweet tooth, I can just go in the freezer, grab it, and there we go. I'm good to go. That is something that I find important. Another thing, I love popcorn. Throw a bag of popcorn in the microwave, and it is so good and salty, right? And just, so good. Well, because that popcorn is highly processed, it's got stuff on it, like almost like a Teflon that's in there that's actually not good for you. It's not good for you to put it in your body. So instead of doing that, you do one of these. It's an air popper. Okay, and you just pop your own popcorn right there at home. And I do my own herbs, and also I buy my spices in bulk. So I'll show you. Over here, I've got all my spices that I buy in bulk. Okay, and then I can just have them, and I use them for my cooking, and it's right there. Having your kitchen prepped so that it is not clustered. It's not, you don't have stuff everywhere in your way. You have what you need out, and you have the proper equipment so that you can buy vegetables and you can keep it for a long period of time. You can buy one of those big boxes of salad. You can put it in one of these containers. They have that big container. You can get a couple of those. You can put that in there, and it lasts for a long time. So using the excuse of it doesn't last long enough, it's just not a good excuse. I have used that excuse myself. And so I had to take a long, hard look at myself and say, what excuses am I using? What am I doing to stop myself from feeling as good as I would like to feel every day of my life? And that's one of the things that made a massive difference for me. Because When I'm eating well, I don't have the same amount of apathy, and it doesn't hurt as much when I do exercise. That's the truth. I don't have the inflammation that I get. Like, my hands get, kind of, sometimes they hurt and they get stiff. My knees will do the same. My belly definitely will get kind of distended and not feel good. And sometimes you have indigestion, that sort of thing. You don't want to go to the gym and you don't want to work out when you don't feel good. So giving your body that proper nutrition helps your mind so that you can get into that better mindset. If you do take medications, having proper nutrition helps your body work with those medications the way that your body needs to work with them. It helps absorb them better. And in fact, it's always important to know what things you can and cannot have with some of your medications. Because there are some foods that don't mix well with some medications. And you have to watch that. And no, it's not fair. Yes, it's annoying, but as I've gotten older, I really wish that I would have taken better care of my body and had put in some of these practices before, put in these priorities so that now I didn't have to worry about it as much. But I do have to worry about it, and I still have a really long life ahead of me. I want to be here for my husband, for my son. I want to watch, him get married and have babies and do all of that stuff. So this is really important to me, and you guys are all in here because it's important to you as well. So one last little note, because we do talk about sexuality in this group, and we know that that is a major part of our overall health. Nutritious foods. Okay. Let's see. Having the right food and feeling good in your body helps you enjoy your sex life better. It helps you feel more attractive. It helps your partner see you as more attractive because your skin is glowing. Doesn't matter whether you've lost a single pound. Your skin is glowing. You look healthier and vibrant because you are truly nourishing your body, and that shows. You have that glow about you. Also, depending on how frisky you're wanting to get, there are different times of day that you will want to eat. Let's say that you're wanting to participate in anal sex. It's kind of important to watch your diet for several days in advance of that. Because I hope you guys have been hearing me this whole time, because I was holding my phone right at the speaker. Good job, Angela. So if you're wanting to participate in anal sex, it's important that you are aware of your nutrition, and it's important for that, but it's also important for any other kinds, because you don't want to feel bloated. You don't want to have a gassy belly and just feel from here down. You don't want to feel like if somebody touches your stomach that it's bloated and it's not feeling good. So it's important to look at that and see how your nutrition is contributing to that as well. I'll get back onto the anal sex for just a moment. That's important. Nutrition is really important to that, because there are some things that you're going to want to eat versus things that you're going to want to stay away from because they don't digest well or your system doesn't handle them well. You're going to want to be able to clean out really well. So you're going to want to, eat a little lighter, more fruits and vegetables, stay away from seeds and nuts and corn and things like that. You're going to want to stay away from a lot of fatty food and a lot of really heavy food so that your body can clean itself out before you and your partner participate in that kind of sexual activity. So nutrition is just one of those things that it goes all the way around. It's important for every aspect of our life and every aspect of our health. And And I would be more than happy to talk with anybody about that one-on-one. If you have questions, you can certainly ask questions. You can PM me and ask those if you don't want to ask them in the group. I completely understand that. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful, happy weekend. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. I'd be happy to talk to you about that. Mwah. Bye-bye.